Welcome back to the Island USA podcast. I am the co-host Connor Lamb, and we got Christopher Holton and Sofia Tubach over here.
Hi guys.
Got some interesting topics coming up. Stay tuned.
What's up, guys? I want to start off by saying, of course, follow us on Instagram at islandusa.brand. Follow Connor's Flowers. Sophia, do you have an Instagram you want to shout out?
Yes, I do. It is Sofia Tubach, and that is my Instagram.
Nice. We'll put a link to that in the description of the video or the podcast, depending on what platform you're listening in on. And so, yeah, that is with all introductions aside. Oh, and one more thing. Our podcast upload schedule has been very inconsistent. I just want you guys to know that they're going to be the first 3 Fridays of every month from now on, starting with today, when you're getting this. So just, you can expect that from now on. We're sorry for the inconsistencies in the past, but we were just trying to get it off its feet. So yeah, with all that aside, Connor, you want to kick us off here?
All right, everyone. I would like to introduce to you Sofia Tubach. Sofia, how did you end up getting on here? Craziness.
Well, hello everybody, and I got on here because Connor and Chris are two of my very good friends, and one day we decided, you know what, they invited me on an episode of their podcast. It was a lot of fun, so we planned it out, and now I'm here.
Cool. Long story short,
Yep.
what is your like kind of day-to-day baseline look like?
Well, I'm a dancer, so dance plays into a lot of my time. And each week, on a normal week, I get up, go to school, get home, and go to dance, and then get home late, and I have to do a bunch of homework, which sometimes can get annoying, but it's a lot of fun, and dance is a lot of fun too.
Sounds great.
Well, we know you guys are going to love this episode. And with that, we're going to kick it off.
All right. So as we are nearing like legit summer, we usually count the first day of summer, the 5th of July, because it usually pours down rain the 4th of July. But speaking of 4th of July, what do you guys do for your 4th of July, like traditions and stuff?
Well, usually we have a party here at my house, and we have a bunch of my relatives over, and we swim in the pool, and we have a big barbecue in our backyard, and it's always a lot of fun to see everyone again. I don't know if that's going to happen this year, but hopefully it will. And we usually do sparklers, and my neighbor has fireworks, so it's always a lot of fun.
Cool. I know for me, what normally happens is we will go over to a family friend's house. One of two, they kind of like alternate every year, or they have for a long time. But they're probably not doing it this year just because of like COVID and everything. So I honestly don't know what I'm doing this year. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go to Connor's house. Who knows? I might do that.
Fun. Yeah. I used to go up to Bellingham, and where the big fireworks are technically legal. So we'll go. I used to go up there and we do the huge monstrosity, like whatever crazy grade fireworks they have. And then kind of stopped doing that and kind of scaled down. And here in the suburbs, you can't really launch off the big suckers. So kind of stuck with the little guys. But you can.
I learned man. It just depends on where you buy them, man.
Yes. Okay, but you can't legally like launch a certain kind. Like, or they're too something. Like they can be, I don't know. But you can put whatever ones and launch them off your dock.
Yeah. I mean, you can just go to like the Indian reservations and buy all the illegal fireworks. And as long as you get them set off, they can't. You're literally burning evidence. They're not gonna
Yeah,
fine you for it.
that's
Like they can't actually tell what you're
doing.
set off.
Usually this person who lives behind my neighborhood sets off these huge like M80 fireworks, and they go, I think here, I'm pretty sure you can only set off fireworks past midnight, is it? I
I think
think.
that's right.
But they always set them off until like 1 a.m. and it's really loud, but it's good to watch. We usually go on our roof and watch them.
Anyways, most of that won't happen this year. Most
Yeah.
likely.
It's gonna be a very different 4th of July.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But speaking about summer, you guys think about doing any summer jobs?
Well, it's kind of hard because I am not yet 15. And once I do turn 15, it's early July, but I can't really do any jobs because I don't think you need a worker's permit, or you have to be at least 16 to work at
You
a
have to
lot
be
of the
16.
places on Mercer Island where we live. So I usually just take up babysitting over the summer, which does pay pretty well.
You can also, for a lot of jobs, you can get 15 in a parent signature. So, if you, that's one way of doing it. I I have a few ideas of where I like might want to get a summer job. Me and a friend have a plan to like make some money this summer, but like that's about it. What about you,
Yeah.
Connor? Besides
Um,
Connor's flowers, of course, which it's not
yeah.
till the fall, right? Technically.
Yeah, not till late summer, early fall. But the beach club, one of the clubs here on Mercer Island, you can start working at 16 as a lifeguard if you're lifeguard certified. So I might try to do that. We'll see. My dad's kind of pushing me to do that. And then you can also work at the boat gas station once you turn 16 as well. So might explore that idea. But I don't turn 16 till like late summer anyway. So
That sounds
like
like
end of
that
season.
sounds like a really boring job. Working at
Well,
the
it's kind
boat
of
gas
fun.
station.
I talked to some of the people that work there a little bit about it, and they like it because it's interactive, and you also get to take they also run like the boat share program there, so you get to take the boats out a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
And then you do learn a little bit of boat maintenance, like basic boat maintenance, which would be kind of sick to learn just to work on my own boat. So
For sure, for sure.
Fun fact, at that gas station, if you go up and you fill up your boat or jet ski or whatever you're filling up, if you wear a life jacket, you can get free ice cream.
if you're under 12.
If you're under 12,
Yes,
yeah.
that is true.
Yep.
Sophia, you could probably pass.
Oh yeah, I was
For,
able to do it last summer. I did it on one of my friend's boats, but I could definitely pass.
yeah, for sure. I don't know. I think working at that gas station would be like, I feel like it's the same thing over and over. I think that's like every job. I guess that's any job.
But you get
To
to
be
see
fair.
like some cool boats,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
true. Yeah. All right. I guess you're right. How much does it
Yeah.
pay? Does it pay well, Connor?
It pays, I think they told me it paid above minimum wage, and that's like 16 where we are. So
It is 16 there.
no, here it's like 12, but everything is 16 because Seattle's 16. So anything below 16, people just don't apply for. They just go to Seattle.
Got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Makes
Cool.
sense. But yeah, I mean, I think the summer is going to be a lot different. I keep when we've been surfing, like we've already started surfing, and that's been a lot of fun. I've been losing the sunglasses on the surf boats. I
You
took a
got it.
pair.
Yeah.
I took well, okay. I they're cheap, like $2 sunglasses, so it really
Oh, they're
doesn't
less
matter.
than $1. They're like
Okay,
25
they're less than
cents.
$1, whatever. I don't know why I'm saying $2. They're probably way less. But okay, so I got it the first time. I fell and then it went into the water. I couldn't see it. So I was just feeling around with my feet and I hooked it on my foot. And I got the sunglasses out of the water with my foot, and then I held them up, and then I was like, I got it.
Victory.
And then the next time I fell, and they were
Face
just
planted,
gone. They were just gone.
gone.
So it was like I might as well have lost them earlier. Like it didn't really even end up mattering in the end.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I am the same. I lose all my sunglasses, and I only have about $12 pairs of sunglasses because my parents, they will not let me get any nice sunglasses because I always lose them on my friends' boats or I leave them somewhere. I've never kept a pair of sunglasses past the summer.
Well, Christopher didn't even lose his own sunglasses.
Yeah. Actually, so I had this really nice pair of like Puma sunglasses, of all things, that I got from Costco. They were my favorite pair of sunglasses. They were great. They were awesome. They were so nice. They fit. They were clean, like all black, everything black, just perfect fit. And then I lost them. I think I lost them in August of last year. I lost them after all the stuff that I normally do in July. So that was a big loss, though. That was awful.
Well,
I got to get myself a nice new pair this year.
I just saw today that Ray-Bans has a 30% off sale.
Did you get
actually,
anything?
Not yet. You can actually do a custom Ray-Bans with an engraving for like what a normal like polarized Ray-Ban sunglasses would be. Like
Dude, I gotta check that out. Is it only today?
I don't know. I saw it. I'll have to check, but
I would totally put tofu in the side of my sunglasses.
You can. There's 4 spots for engravings. One on each side, like on the outside, and then on the inside as well.
I would just do the inside on one side.
Yeah, same. And you can choose like a bold font, an italicized, or just regular. But the regular looks kind of bad.
Dang.
They are still
good options.
They are still like $150. So
That's, dude. If you lose them, that's as much as AirPods. Almost, not quite.
Yeah.
But like that's insane.
Yeah.
Connor, are you good at keeping your sunglasses for the summer?
I am. I got some cheap Aviators and I wore them till they broke. So the nose piece just like fell off of them. But I kept track of them. I still have the case. Ooh.
Good job. Yeah, I think I have 3 pairs of Aviators, but they're all either very, very scratched or they're almost broken, or they're like, when sunglasses kind of get lopsided in a way, they don't sit
Aviators
on.
bend so much. Aviators
Especially if they're really cheap, and those are all fine.
Yeah, my brother left his Aviators face down in the rain, and it doesn't, like most polarized lenses are like, it's like the inside, like actually inside the glass itself or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He left them face down, and it's just like kind of a thing on top, and it totally like distorted and erect the polarized. So there's like spots where there's no like shade or polarized lens at all. Just like white, like what a normal pair of glasses would be.
2 summers ago, I went to Florida, and my aunt gave me this really nice pair of Steve Madden sunglasses. And of course, I lost them, and I cannot find them. I have no idea where they are. I think I left them in one of my friend's bags, but those were one of my favorite pairs of sunglasses. Really sucked.
Well, always lots of time to lose them.
Definitely.
Yeah. Connor.
Anyways, going on. Usually when you're wearing sunglasses, you're also listening to music on the boat, for example. Christopher, I have been told that you are making a perfect surf cue playlist.
Oh yeah, so my perfect surf cue's okay. It's not like, I haven't made it in the way that it's like it's perfect start to finish. It's just some good songs that I want to surf to. That's all it is. I made here, let me find it on my phone real quick. I'm in progress of making the best summer playlist that I can. It's called S2020 1205. And I don't know why it's called 12/1205. I can't remember.
Is that on Spotify or Apple Music?
It's on Apple Music, but I could probably remake it in Spotify.
but I sent you that link, right?
What link?
So I sent Christopher a Spotify link because I
Oh yeah, but
started making. You
that's
edit
that's
it still?
that's for the perfect surf cue. It's not for summer playlist. It's a different
Oh, I
playlist.
see. Okay,
Not
okay,
all these
okay.
songs are like surf
Okay.
good for
That's
surfing.
yeah, yeah.
Some of them are like really chill, but it's like a mix of rap and pop. I try to put more pop because that's like more the summer vibe that I'm going for. And there's some of these that really need to be taken off, and there's definitely some spots that are missing. But yeah, I mean, yeah, everything from Calvin Harris to Quinn 92 to Matt Mason to Gambino to Oliver Tree, Fleetwood Mac, Dayglow, come on, Harry Styles, come on. It's a fire playlist.
Love that Harry
But
Styles album, don't you, Chris?
it's okay. I mean, I thought it was better than I do now. It's like
Yeah.
it's gone down on my rating of it just because it's kind of like once you after you listen to it a couple times, you realize that I don't know, it's just
It
not.
just gets old.
Yeah, it
I
gets
listened to it
old.
a
It gets
lot,
old.
and then it just got repetitive.
It's just yeah, like all the songs sound really
Really
similar.
similar.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
have your sad songs, and then you have the upbeat ones. You have the ones that are too upbeat.
I literally before I knew the order, like the placement of the songs, I
Hmm.
was like, okay, I bet Watermelon Sugar is the second song in the album. I bet Adore You is the third. And I was like, I bet is it Fine Line? Is that the last song?
Yeah, Fine
Yeah,
Line's
and
the
I
last
said,
one.
I bet that's the last song. I was right on every single one because the album, just the
Wow.
flow of it is really predictable. Like
Hmm.
it kind of the start to finish, I felt like was a little
Well, I guess he chose correctly in the order then.
yeah.
Yeah.
But did he though?
But that
If I'm able to predict it, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
hmm.
I don't know.
You know what I thought was weird is song number 11 is Treat People with Kindness, and then after that song is really upbeat and it's really high pitched, and then you go into the last song, which is Fine Line, which is really mellow and
And
sad,
chill.
and it just goes from very high mood to very low mood.
Yeah, I wish the album had a bit better of a flow, like or like transition between songs.
Definitely.
Like it feels like it's a bunch of singles. Like each one could have been a single, and then they're just all in one album. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe he
No
was just
flow
like
to the album.
drafting up ideas, and then he was like, "Here, I got all these like
Yeah.
drafted
And
songs."
even the name of the album, Fine Line, I just feel like none of the songs relate to that,
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. I just don't
yeah.
understand it.
There's a mood to the album. You know? Like you get like there's a vibe to it, right? You
Hmm.
understand like the feeling of it, but when it comes to like what he's actually talking about, I don't think there's much
It's just
consistency.
all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place in what he's talking about. Even though it sounds similar, the lyrics aren't necessarily. All right, we should
Yeah.
stop talking about this Harry Styles album. We've gone on for
More
too long.
music. Here we go. So I personally I go on my boat quite a bit, and I have a lot of different playlists for the mood that the boat like is is ongoing on the boat. So I have my my chiller playlist, and then I have my basic like surfing, wakeboarding, like hyper playlist for anyone who doesn't have their like preferred music. Um, and then I also have my rock playlist that I kind of got into a little bit. Um, so my dad really likes that playlist a lot, like 90s rock. Anyways, not the point. I had to make two more of the exact same playlists, but with new songs of my chill and my hype playlist because we went through them so many times that all those songs are now unplayable.
That happened to me. I have
Yep.
a playlist with 147 songs. It's 8 hours and 15 minutes to be exact. And I made it right before quarantine started, and all the songs are completely overplayed, and I need to start over, and none of them flow. It's just all over the place, different. I don't know. Not very proud of it, but all the songs are very overplayed.
Yeah, I try to categorize based on kind of mood because I used to just like put all my favorite songs into like one playlist, and then if you shuffled it, then it screwed everything up, and it still tries to play like similar like tempos and kind of moods together. I guess Spotify can do that. I kind of noticed that, but it just like didn't really work. Like you'd want a hype song and it isn't there, and then you like wanted a chiller one, and then you're just like, ugh. So I've ended up having to categorize out, which is kind of annoying because you have to switch between, but whatever.
Mhm. I think I'm definitely going to work on that too coming up.
Christopher, how many playlists do you have?
A lot. I have a rap playlist that is like, I think it's 700 songs long. Maybe 800. It's really long, and all the songs, but it's like 2 years old. Like I've been adding to it for 2 years. It's basically whenever I add a rap song to my library, I just stick it in there, which it's not the best way to make a playlist, but I think if I want to just have the songs that I like in one place, it's a good option. Um, but then I also have like certain playlists that I've made over time that have been kind of dated. Um, One of my favorite playlists is my alternative electronic playlist. It's just like all alt rock and then house and then just pop EDM. And I love that playlist. That's probably my favorite. And that's old. That's an old one too. So
Really?
yeah, I
You
mean,
talked to me about that, and we're like,
I've added to it here and there, like recently,
okay.
but I started it probably year and a half ago. Like it's an older
Wow.
playlist. Actually, no, I started it. It must have been like 7th grade because we were still playing Forza Horizon 3. Because that playlist started with those songs.
Really?
So yeah, and we haven't played. And we started playing Horizon 4 in 8th grade, which means Horizon 3 must have been
Sounds great. At
7th
least.
grade.
At least
It wasn't 6th. It was definitely 7th.
I think I got it in 6th, and we only started like playing together in 7th.
That's true.
Anyways,
But yeah. So that's, and then I have some. I don't know. I really got to work on my playlist game. I have good music, but I don't know how to put it together the best. Or I do. I just don't take the time.
yeah.
And that's why I'm really
school's about to
trying on
end,
this.
so
I have a start to finish playlist that's amazing. It's amazing because what it is it's like a song by an artist, and then a song by the same artist, then a song featuring that artist, and then a song by that next artist. So
Wow.
each transition. So it's like I think it starts with Billie Eilish, and then it's a song she's featured in with Khalid, and then it's Khalid, and then it's a song that he's featured in with Kendrick Lamar. Then it's Kendrick
How long
Lamar.
did that take?
Oh, it took forever. Hold
Wow.
up. I'm gonna show you guys real quick, or list it to you real quick. It is like my absolute favorite. So it's
how long is
so
it?
actually it's huh?
How long is it?
Oh, it's long. It's 88 songs right now.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
Yeah,
nuts.
it took a long time. So it's actually an XXX Tentacion song that is samples Billie Eilish's voice, samples a song by her, and then it's the song that's sampled, and then it's just another Billie Eilish song. Then it's one with Khalid. Then it's more Khalid. Then it's Khalid again, and then him with Kendrick Lamar. So it just transitions really well into Travis Scott. So yeah, that's
Can't play that on shuffle mode.
No, it's not meant to be played on shuffle, or else you're gonna be so.
So you
confused.
just start like in the middle or in the beginning, in the
You
end?
can start wherever. The point is that
Wow.
wherever you start, you just keep going down, and it'll be like a smooth transition between.
Okay, what you
That's
need
so
to do,
cool.
what you need to do is connect the last. You need to cap it at some point,
Mm-hmm.
and add the last one and loop it back in, and then have an autoplay that sets it up into so just a big loop.
Yeah, for sure. And not all the songs transition artist wise. Some of them are like mood wise, like the vibe is really close. So yeah,
nice
playlists. We all
That's
got
so
them.
cool.
Well, a bunch of my playlists, like I said, are played on my boat, and I hear you guys are working on your boater's licenses.
Yeah, so I finished my boater's license back in midwinter break, which I think was around February, January. We went on a about 3-hour drive to this place in Washington called Seabrook, and we rented a house down there. And I finished that boater's license, I would say, in about 5 days. And it was a long process. It was extremely annoying, but in the end, it's all worth it because now I can legally drive a boat and a jet ski if I would like.
Nice. Took me 3 months.
3 months?
I just
And it
didn't
took-
like. I
and it took
started
me-
it.
Yeah,
Took
there's
the
like, I
Niedermans
think
2
there's
days.
12 different chapters with many chapters in each one. And then there's videos you have to watch. You have to take a quiz.
Yeah,
And if you
and
don't
they
pass the
don't
quiz, then you
skip
have to redo.
the whole chapter.
Hmm
Yeah. So.
And there's a
Christopher,
final at the end, too.
Final's not that hard. You just open a separate web browser and you can get the
Yeah,
exact
there's actually
answer.
Quizlets that people have made that show all the answers to all the questions, which was very helpful. But we did learn a lot.
Half
Yeah.
the stuff you barely need to know.
Exactly.
I don't need to know what this color buoy means that's halfway across the Pacific Ocean.
I mean, you only really need the no wake zone and maybe the
Warn
parts of the
buoy.
boat, I guess.
And like how to dock it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what's
Anyways,
funny is like, I mean, I've heard this. I haven't so I haven't started, but I'm planning to start this week. And I want to finish it by the end of next week. But
good luck.
yeah, I know. I want to finish it in like 9 days. That's my goal.
That's an hour. That's just
good.
under an hour a day.
That's fine. I can do that. But I can do that.
Don't lose motivation
Yeah, I
worth
know.
because that's very easy.
Yeah. So I just got to find the right site to do it. I was kind of looking and I wasn't looking hard enough, but
I'll send you a link.
okay, that'd be great.
There's
but
also a fee too. I think there's a $10 card fee,
No,
and I think
there's-
the actual. Am I
It's a
wrong?
$5 card fee, and you
Oh,
can
mine
take
was
the test
10.
you can take the test for free.
Mine we had to pay. I think $20 to take the test and $10 card fee.
Yeah, mine was $5 for the whole thing. I lost my
Wow.
card, so it's gonna be another $5. But
And also my family did it too at the same time, so it's a little pricey there, but it's worth it.
you never have to renew it. They don't have your
Yeah.
photo on it. It's great.
Hmm
And then Christopher, that means you can drive me surfing.
yeah, well, yeah, that was so funny. We got pulled over by the police,
I was driving.
and he didn't have his license on him. But that wasn't what they were mad about. They were mad that
They didn't even stop. They just
Well,
didn't even board our boat.
it's because we put the
We
flag up on
yeah,
Yeah.
on the tower. So we left the flag up on the tower, so you don't have to hold it up when the person falls. But apparently, you're supposed to raise and lower the flag between. So you should raise the flag when a person is fallen and in the water. You should lower it when you're in the process of surfing, because it can confuse other boat drivers as to whether there's an actual person that's in the water behind, like fallen or not, even though you're clearly surfing. But
Did
Okay.
you not
You
know
know.
that though? Do you not know about that?
No, we knew about that. We just don't.
You just don't care.
We get stopped like once a year for it. They don't ever fine you, so they can't really do anything. But
They can.
just-
They just choose not to.
yeah, and it was the sheriff too. It wasn't even there. Whatever.
Yeah, I think it's the MI Marine Patrol that
Yeah.
is on Lake
They
Washington.
have 2 boats at the boaters launch that are.
Because
So there's-
Seattle police don't have anything on the water, do they?
They do.
Because what I've heard is that they just let
It's a little
MI
different.
take over. That they just let MI
Kind
do it
of.
for them, and then they
They
take care of
do-
Lake Union. That's
They
what
do
I
Lake
heard.
Union, but there's shared boats. It's kind of weird. I think they upgraded their fleet when there was like a weird disappearance last year of 2 people, and they eventually found them on the bottom of the lake.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were trolling on the bottom with these brand new police boats, and they look kind of like 80s style. So they must have been like renovated, like refurbished boats. And I think Bellevue and Mercer Island in Seattle share those boats. So they technically say Seattle police on them, Marine Patrol or whatever. And then Mercer Island, I think, only has legally 3 boats.
Okay.
But I think they hitch rides on Seattle boats and take over patrol for a little bit.
Yeah, because I heard, well, they might share resources, but I hear the only people actually out on the water are MI people for both the Bellevue side and the Seattle side.
Huh.
That's what I've heard at least.
Maybe
But
I'll have to research that. Ask Storm.
yeah, he'd probably know. But yeah.
I've
Storm
realized
is
that Mercer
our friend
Island. Oh, sorry. Well,
in the police department here on Mercer Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Sophia, what you were saying something?
yes, I've realized that Mercer Island Marine Patrol has been out a lot recently because at the beginning of the whole quarantine, they were never out. And once the boat launch opened back up officially, I've realized that there's been a lot more Marine Patrol on the water because usually when I would go there and launch my jet ski, there would be the boats would be there, but they want to be out on the water. And now every time they're either out on the water or the Marine Patrol are loading up and going out on the water.
Yeah, it was so whenever we get pulled over for the flag thing, it happened once last year. One time last year was by the that inflatable sides one with the tri 300 horsepower outboards. And then this time it was the sheriff boat that has, it's like kind of a pontoon boat kind of deal. And it's kind of weird because uh, when we see the sheriff, it's like a super rough day out, like super like either windy, rainy, and then whenever the Mercer Island people are out, it's always like perfect, beautiful sunshine, and you're like, huh, correlation. um, Part of their job is to actually go find logs in the lake, and they have a collection center. And I think they have certain days where the sheriff goes and does that, and certain days when the police department goes and does that.
Yeah.
And I think it just happens to be more on the rainy days that the sheriff is doing that part. So they're motoring by my house really fast.
They must be out there for a while, and they must like need a lot of energy. Like they must have like protein bars and stuff, or like protein shakes and
Yeah,
stuff,
it takes.
like out there to help with that, like to help with their energy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, speaking of protein shakes, what do you guys drink? Do you guys have a certain like uh brand you use, or do you guys drink any, or it's just a question? What do you guys do?
Well, Christopher, I know you have G Fuel as your energy
Okay,
drink.
that's my energy drink, but that's not my protein drink. I actually just finished some right here. Well, there's a little bit left. This is Blue Ice. G Fuel, so good. G Fuel, please sponsor us, even though we aren't gamers. Please, G Fuel, we're begging
We kind of
for
are.
sponsorship.
We used to do Minecraft when we did this.
Yeah, we used to, but now we don't. But
Nope.
for my energy drinks, I have like the Kirkland signature Costco ones. They come in like a little like bottle, and they taste
yeah.
awful. They're really not that good. You have like the first 3 sips, great, and then after a while, like the aftertaste of that, like
It's just chalky and
it's
just
chalk. It's nasty.
it's disgusting. It's really a hit or miss with those things.
So
You guys
so
should try mine. Actually,
what I
Christopher, you
do,
have tried mine.
okay, but what he does is basically cheating. But one
I don't put ice
before,
cream in it anymore. Okay, I did it without ice cream, and it tastes just
Isn't
good.
yours like 40 grams of protein? It's just
no,
No,
his
it's
is
really
only
20.
25. Mine
Mine's
is 30.
25 per scoop.
wow.
It's not
How
as
many scoops do you
dense.
do?
I do 2, 1.5 usually, but 2 of Christopher's at my house. I actually looked at the ingredients and it has actual cookie crumbs in it. So that's
Yeah,
why it's not
mine.
as dense.
Wow.
What I do for my like disgusting ones is I just like take 3 chugs and I just chug it, swallow it, just go again, and then it's all in and I'm done. And I do it after a workout because doing that like kind of makes my stomach upset just a little bit. So like I can't do it before, which you're not actually supposed to do anyways.
You're
But
supposed to do like a pre-workout,
yeah, and
Yeah.
I
but
can't, and
they're like
I
super expensive. The pre is like insane.
yeah,
However.
and so then I take it after, and oh, it's awful. I did a huge workout today. I went on like a 3 mile run, and I did my core workout and my arm workout today. So it was crazy. Today was crazy.
I
And I
do
did.
chugged a terrible
consistent.
protein.
Yeah. I did bike ride, run, 2 hour workouts. Very fun. I've actually been doing that pretty much every day. I don't go on a bike ride every day, but I usually do 2 to 3 mile run every single day, and then I do 2 ab workouts, one for lower and one for just abs in general. And then bike ride, I will just either go on a trail or I'll go around, not around the whole island, but I'll just do different places around the island with friends.
Yeah.
Fun.
Me and Connor have gone on a few bike rides during quarantine. Not a ton, but here and there.
Yeah, I'll go and do my Peloton. If I'm not really feeling like getting my full like riding kit. But if I am like super motivated, I'll do like a quick loop of the islands. It's done nothing more than like an hour, but you know, it's more fun than just sitting on the Peloton with someone screaming at you to like hit your target metrics or whatever.
And you actually go places and you see things.
Yeah, even if it's the same loop 600 times in a row.
It's a big loop. There's a lot to see on this loop.
Yeah, it's kind of gotten boring.
Yeah.
gotta
There's some
go
cool
gotta go
houses.
across the bridge though.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I hate the bridge.
I hate the East Bridge. I don't mind I hate the West Bridge. I don't mind the East Bridge. The East Bridge is fine. It takes 2 seconds. You're over and you're done. The West takes so long.
I don't like the people. Okay, I don't understand how people like use that and like enjoy. Like they'll do like a lap like across the bridge and back. I'm like, I can't.
And then
like
with the freeway right next to you, it's so loud you
I
can't
know.
even hear your music.
You can't hear anything. It's the wind kills you. It's not a flat surface. It's not smooth. You don't get
The
to see
only good
anything.
part is
It's the
seeing the
same
water.
scene. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you see that incrementally on the island loop anyway. So
That's true. I think around the island is 12 miles.
13.3.
Yeah. Oh.
Depending on the route you take.
Mine says, yeah, okay, that's probably right. Mine always says like 12.9, 13.1.
I go all the way along North Mercer and I stay as far north as I can along the top part.
Yeah.
Just to stay away like out of downtown. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, what do we need but more summer? Come on, here we go. So I've been looking through for some. So usually I get summer clothes incrementally up to summer, at which point I've accumulated like a bunch of like summer feeling outfits and stuff. But so far I haven't been. So I want to know your guys' brands, like favorite summer brands, because I need to like catch up, you know?
I can't shop and I don't like online shopping and online shopping is so expensive. I mean,
yeah,
unless you're like using Depop or secondhand shopping, but I hate secondhand shopping online because it's so sketchy. And so
like the sizing too, something couldn't fit or it just doesn't fit right. It's a hit or miss with online shopping.
Yeah, so and with everything being closed, I've had the same clothes for like the last 6 months.
It's also hard because the weather has been so weird recently. We'll have 2 weeks of straight rain and gray skies, and then we'll have like a week and a half of really sunny weather, which is actually coming up this next week. But we'll be in shorts. Yeah, I guess we'll be in shorts one day, and then the next day we'll be in hoodies and rain jackets. Yeah.
Seattle weather for you.
Definitely.
So, give me some brands. I know Christopher likes American Eagle. That's his like go-to.
That is a really good brand. I love American Eagle.
It's because it's cheap, man. It's cheap and it looks good. PacSun is so expensive, and it's not. PacSun's technically not a brand; it's a store. They have some stuff, but like normally they just sell other people's stuff. PacSun is so expensive. I don't go there.
Nordstrom's is also good. That can get expensive, but they have a very large selection.
Yeah. Nordstrom Rack.
Oh yeah.
Nordstrom Rack is the plug.
That's good
you go there, you get things that are like $60 for like 20, $30 for like 10.
And even the name brands, like you can get some really good discounts there.
Yeah, for sure. I love Vineyard Vines. It's such a white person brand. It's
That's
such
a
a white.
popular one here.
It is, but it isn't. Because it's more East Coast brand, you know. But like it is kind of blowing up here. I'm surprised we don't have a store yet, but
A lot of
Yeah,
people have
isn't
the
that-
hats and the
It is what it
shirts.
And the
is.
shirts, the long sleeve
Shirts.
shirts.
the long sleeve, the t-shirts that have the whale on the back are like really popular.
Even girls wear them too.
Yeah.
Just kind of varies.
Yeah.
I reviewed one of their flannels on Flannel Review a couple weeks
Yes, you
ago,
did.
and it's my favorite flannel. Like all their stuff is just so quality. So
And you also like your American Eagle flannel, is that right?
yeah, I love it. It's great.
Flannel review coming next week
Flannel review.
or the week after, like sometime eventually.
No, next week. Next week.
Next
We'll
week.
have a podcast. Yep.
Sick.
Wait.
All right.
Sounds like
I don't
fun.
even know what the day is. Probably next week. Yeah, next week.
Cool. Got to pick mine out early. All right. Well, I also have been looking into kind of different shoes for summer as well, because currently I have my like super like kind of ugly winter shoes.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to up that arsenal a little bit.
Yeah. I'm getting new Ultra Boosts soon. I need to, because I need some shoes that look nice that I can also just trash around and play around in. I want to get them before we go to Cannon Beach. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Perfect shoes for that. Can't do that in my forces.
No, you should definitely not bring those. Or you could and just wear them to like the nicer things that happen.
I want to make some more forces. I didn't custom. People think I custom made my current ones. So they kind of have odd colors and they match our high school colors.
Right.
But they aren't what I would have like. I don't know. They aren't what I would have picked if I could have specified every color. And I know now you can do that with all those force like Nike shoes. And I've actually made some that I kind of like, but I'm kind of holding off just to see if I want to get something else. But I know Sophia really likes the ones I designed for her.
Yes, a couple months back, Connor designed me some Nike Air Forces, and I have yet to order them, but I will one day. And he designed it for me. They're pink, blue, and white, and they're very, very cool. It's just they were sold out for a little bit. Well, I don't think they were sold out.
There's a way to get around. So
Wake up really early or stay up really late.
stay up really, really late. So they cap the amount of orders per day or per week. I'm not quite sure. I haven't like really researched it. But they do that in order to prevent like a 3-month back order on their custom shoes. So they cap the amount. Let's for example that they cap the amount of orders per day. So let's say they have 100 orders per day that they allow people to get. So you have to like stay up really late and order your custom shoes at 12:01 in order to get them.
It's 12:01.
Yeah.
One day I will order them, and then we can do like a review. It'd be great.
Air Force review.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It's good to have that staple, like colorful shoe, because you have the basic white Air Forces that a lot of people have.
I know.
And then, well,
Mine are little.
Yeah.
Mine are. I have to like actually pick and choose what I wear with mine, or else it doesn't really work out very well for me.
Yeah, I have the white ones, but
Yeah,
I really been looking for a colorful shoe.
I love having my white and gray because they go with anything. It's like I like it because it's not just the solid white, but it's also a neutral color. So it goes with anything. It's so nice.
Even the gray is just the right shade of gray.
Yeah.
I think it's like cooler gray. It's lighter.
It's like
I remember correctly.
it's a reflector.
Yeah.
On the swoosh.
Yeah.
Really
I
cool.
love those things. I don't even know where they are. They're somewhere.
You don't know where your forces? I think I saw them.
They're like, I know they're in my house. They're just not in my room.
I think I know where they are. I put
Wow.
mine right next to yours.
Oh.
Like, oh, look at that. Well, Christopher,
What's up?
since we're sticking, this is kind of a summary episode. What did we do before our mountain bike race? Like last summer, at the start of
Man,
last summer.
I gotta set it up in the backyard. We played a lot of badminton with our buddy
Oh, I have
Cole.
one of those too.
Yeah, I gotta
Me too.
set it up. Connor, you should come over and help me set it up soon. That'd be
We'll
great.
do.
We
Badminton's
should.
fun.
That'd be so fun if we got a bunch of people over playing badminton.
Yeah, I like
And
yard
hit the hot
games a
tub.
lot.
Perfect. Yeah, man.
I think my favorite one is cornhole.
I like
Or
bocce
bag
ball.
toss, as people say.
Bocce ball.
We
Yeah,
now
one of my
have two
friends is
sets.
actually building one, a bocce ball court in her house for
Court,
outdoors.
isn't it just balls
Lawn?
on a yard? Yeah,
No,
how
it's
do you
like
get
a
court?
space for it that they built into their backyard.
Huh.
Interesting.
I got a bocce ball kit or like set from Costco recently. It's
Cool.
shining brand new. I'll have to break that out eventually. Have like all
won't
the
be
yard
shiny.
games set up.
They won't be shiny and brand new for long because the whole point is clashing the metal balls against each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Well,
Connor,
mhm.
we are getting to that time. We're reaching the end of the line here, folks.
Why is that? I've led in like every single topic. I'm like trying to coax you guys to lead it in, and then it leads to awkward silence.
I wasn't sure if I was allowed to.
Yes.
So with that, guys, I think we're gonna call it an episode. We want to say thank you so much to Sofia for coming on today.
Sure.
We will, if you're down, we'll definitely have you back at some point in the future.
Definitely.
This was our second guest, you guys. If there's anyone else you want to see, let us know. I think we're going to be bringing some other people here, not next week, maybe not the week following, but in the near future. Sophia, anything you want to shout out besides your Instagram? Any last words you got for our listeners?
Thank you so much for having me, guys. It was a lot of fun, and I look forward to hearing the episode and hopefully being back for part 2 in the future.
For sure. Connor, any last words?
Connor's Flowers coming to a corner near you in like 2 months.
Fall,
2020.
Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for the support. We keep getting more and more downloads on every episode, so we appreciate that a lot. Follow our Instagram at islandusa.brand. Chances are that's probably where you heard about this podcast. And remember, we still got t-shirts and sweatshirts available. You just got to DM me on Instagram. That's just kind of how it goes. I got one behind me. Connor's got one behind him. And so trust me, they're the most comfy sweatshirt you're ever going to wear. So yeah, with that, I want to say thank you. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
See you guys.
All right.